Every once in a while, the silver screen becomes a canvas for projections of our society and struggles. Several films from this year's program reflect social issues from all over the world. In Cuchera, Filipino journalist and filmmaker Joseph Israel Laban uses strong, horror-like aesthetics to portray the most hideous side of trafficking.
Drug mules in the Philippines and drug trafficking is a big problem in our country. Unfortunately, it's not being talked about too much. With this film, I really want to show it to Filipinos around the country, especially in the countryside. And I really want to shock people. Like, I want to shock the audience. And this particular topic about drug mules and drug mule recruiters really stuck in my head for a long time. I felt that when we did a documentary about it in Manila, we weren't able to do justice to this story because we felt that the medium was very limiting. And I felt like the documentaries that we've shown about this, they're too subtle. They're sending a general message about it, but they're not educating the people that this is what's gonna happen to you. And if you do this, you will end up like these people.
Israeli director Nadav Lapid depicts the clash of religions and the different faces of radicalism in the acclaimed drama Policeman.
For me, my main experience from my life in Israel, where I was born and raised and grew up, is that it's a place where absurd and surrealistic and unimaginary and sometimes awful things become a part of the routine of the daily life, become normal and natural. My main aim at the end is to try to expose the collective soul of these people. I think that the radical group in my film, sometimes in a tragical way, it's really the result of the spirit of our time. They don't have anymore the words, the arguments, the way of thinking in order to express it, in order to transform it to something deep, because they live in a superficial world where deep became a kind of default or insult.
For centuries, actors like John Wayne and Clint Eastwood have been the faces of the Western genre. In Salt, this white and westernized framing is challenged by Argentinian director Diego Rougier.
By Salt, what we wanted to do was by using a Western language, try to show some values, some basic values that are used in our everyday life.
Llegó. Volviste. Disculpe, pero me está confundiendo con otro.
The story is about a Spanish film director that travels to Chile in order to get some inspiration to finish his movie, and it's actually a Western. And once he gets there to Chile, he's thought to be someone that he's not. Different stories happen to him that actually help him.
Diego.
Yo no soy Diego.
Luc Besson is a true superstar of modern French cinema. known for his versatility and strong heroines. In The Lady, Besson tells a story of Aung San Suu Kyi's battle for democracy in Burma.
She's the only real thing alive, you know, in the heart of Burma. I mean, these people act like monsters since 40 years, and the only opposition, it's basically the NLD and her and the group of people. But the fact she's fighting without violence, without guns, you know, just with her heart and her strength. She went through that because she loves more than anything her country, she loves her husband, and she loves her child. And that's why she went through it. You don't need to be a warrior to win. Because today we think that the only way to win is to be aggressive, to kill the other, and that's the only way to win. And she's just proving the opposite. There is more risk of doing nothing, you know? So I'd rather take the risk of doing something.
Here are some of the films playing on the final weekend of the 22nd Stockholm Film Festival.
She's here now. She seems okay.
What'd she say?
She had some boyfriend. They were living in the Catskills.
Is this Martha? Martha, you look like a Marcy Bay.
We've got a really nice place here.
It's as much yours as it is mine.
Where are we? Connecticut? Oh, how far are we?
Norma!
तब हम काम बंद करके डांस करते हैं।
All I'm doing is pointing out what experience indicates to me must be the truth. And I can assure you that in 100 years' time, our work will still be rejected.
But I had the advantage with David that I'd worked with him a couple of times before, and I knew he was crazy, and in a good way, so I said yes, and I'm glad I did. But like this play, a lot more talking than I'm used to. Usually I don't get roles where I get to speak very much. So it was a challenge.
Yeah.